Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only, beautiful sunny day here in Australia, and I'm just keeping an eye on the time because I'm on grandma duties this afternoon. Okay, using the Golden Universal Tarot, which means it's not a voting question, it's a money question today. Okay, well, we've had a couple of crypto and stock market crashes, etc. The crypto crash is the one I'm really interested in, and hopefully this might be a bit of a quick reading. First of all, for those of you in Alaska, please look after yourselves. Do what you need to do for your community. I gather there's horrific flooding happening there. I believe there's also flooding that is, if not already happening, is projected for the New Mexico area around Zorro Ranch. I have been saying for 18 months or so, goodness me, seems like forever, that there would be some horrific flooding around there and some landslides, etc., that would expose. Let me just put it this way: some remains in some fields that I think some people in positions of strength might be very worried about. So we'll just keep a watch on that area as well. And in regards to Saturday, yes, the word is onesie. A onesie. You know, those all in one with the legs and the arms and the unicorn head and the zebra head and the whatever else. Yeah, if you can get your hands on one of those, if you don't have any other costume, make it a fun day out. And I gather the weather's not going to be too hot, so you should be right. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? Well, it appears the good old market manipulation. So apparently, I believe last week crypto went through the floor. Crypto is a form of electronic currency. I won't pretend to understand it, but it gets traded on the market, etc. Now, what happened was there was a person that put in hanging on to the money and trying to get some more. They might be found out. A certain somebody put a very, very large short order in on crypto, literally nanoseconds before, it might have been a couple of hours or something like that, before the Orange Twerp came out and declared 100% tariffs on China. What happened is cryptocurrency then fell through the floor, dropped by 8-9% or something. I mean, that's not through the floor, but it dropped significantly. And whoever put this particular short in, it's estimated that they made about $200 million profit within hours, and because then crypto went back up again as well. So they've made more than the $200 million profit. Now, what is a short, you understand? My understanding of what a short is that you put in on the market. So it's basically saying, I promise to, I'm going to sell my whatever it is today on a promise of what it's going to be worth at some stage in the future. So, for example, what can I think of? So, for example, you've got, what's valuable? Some flour in your cupboard, packet of flour. And you say, right, I'm going to buy that I'm going to have that packet of flour. I'm going to take that packet of flour. At the moment, it's worth $2 for that packet of flour. But I'm gambling on, and I promise to pay whatever that packet of flour is worth on the market at tomorrow's price. Now, it can be a bit of a gamble because tomorrow's price might be $2.50, or it could be $1, which means you've gotten that $2 packet of flour for $1. Now, it can be a gamble unless you know that flour is only going to be worth $1 tomorrow and nobody else does. And as I split the deck, there's that card again. We've also got the Six of Cups. And if this isn't a combo of insider trading, I have absolutely no idea what is. Now, the rumours are that it was Barron that put this order in. I'm going to have a look and see whether he's going to be found out. And if he's found out, is he going to be in big trouble? Because once Dear Daddy is gone, none of these people are protected. So let's have a look. And they're not smart enough to either. Let's have a look. $200 million profit. Remembering that the orange twerp went into the presidency with a supposed net worth of about $3 billion. I suspect that was highly overinflated because of his debt, that nobody really knows the full extent of his debt. Remember, he owes the Russian banks, etc., the Russian oligarchs. Eric's saying we don't need the US banks, we've got the Russians. I suspect he was actually underwater financially when he went into office. His estimated net worth now is about $7 billion, so he's more than doubled the guesstimated net value in billions in 9 to 10 months. But let's have a look. Was this, first of all, was this an insider trading or was it just potluck? Was this insider trading or was it just potluck? This putting in the short that made a $200 million profit. Was it insider trading or was it just potluck? Yeah, I see you too, Spotty Dog. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. Mercenary actions. Might be facing some legal in regards to this. Yeah, insider trading. Held back, dark horse, mercenary. Made some, got paid for what they did. I suspect if it was Barron, there would have been a deal with Dear Daddy saying, I'll make 200 million and I'll give you 50 million or 100 million or whatever. Mercenary actions. The challenge is it's in the public eye. It was seen, it was reported, and the information about this has been heard. There's a collective awakening about how this insider trading works, how markets work if you're wealthy. Yeah, there's a huge wake-up call here in regards to this. And this is how the wealthy get wealthier. While those of us without much, we just do the best we can with what we've got. This is a huge wake-up call. So it was seen. It was seen. It was a victory of sorts, but it's a very uncomfortable false victory here. Yeah, might have made you $200 million profit, but let's see. It was seen. It's been reported. Let's see where it goes. Market manipulation in the past with the magician card, absolutely. Crowning this reading. It's my military card again. Unable to move forward. Something here does not balance and it's brought to a stop. There might be I'm wondering whether the international courts are going to put a seizure on this. I'll ask that in a moment. Yeah, the contracts and agreements that were made are going to be revealed. Look at these major arcanas. This is big. And we've got the government there, or the higher authorities. This might be the international, I don't know, is there an international court that looks after monetary stuff? I mean, crypto does not belong to a particular country. It is an international currency. But yeah, some sort of contract and agreement will find itself exposed by these higher courts. Internally, the end of the happy families. hopes and fears, dark money behind the scenes, trying to work out a plan to shift this is what I'm getting. But we've got the secret being revealed card, exposed, dragged out of the water and exposed. The agreement. Okay. Trying to come up with an internal plan to detoxify this, but the cat's out of the bag. It is blatant abuse of power by the decaying King of Pentacles. We've got here legal action being taken with the King of Swords, throwing under the bus infighting, trying to bring forward the smoke and mirrors. There was a stupid choice. It was blatant. It was, if they'd done small amounts, wouldn't have been so obvious. It was a stupid, it was a greedy choice. And there's going to be this blame game because it was so greedy that it got exposed. A lot of information coming out about manipulation of money with that Two of Pentacles. And a certain somebody is going to find themselves with their back up against the wall. Mum's not going to help. I'm feeling that's Melania for some reason. Walking away, the devil, and treason. Heartbreak, loss, despair. Tried to appease the devil. Tried to appease the devil. Going to be abandoned by. I mean, okay. I'm going to just quickly ask, was it Barron? I think the plan might have been for significantly less, and he got greedy. Was it Barron? Tell me, was the one that shorted this crypto? Was it Barron Trump or anyone associated with Barron Trump? Did someone do it on his behalf? Was it the crypto company that he's involved in? Does this lead back to Barron Trump? Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to go. Yes. I'm just on the bottom is the karma coming and biting him on the bum. Yes. He thought it was a strong. He thought it would please Daddy. This trade, and if there's a card about selling high and buying low, that's the card. The trade, there's the devil, and there's the judgment card, and there's the steel card, and justice. I'm getting the feeling that he was advised to do a certain amount, maybe 20 million or something along those lines, decided to add an extra naught on the end of it. I'm not saying he traded 20 million because obviously, and as I split the deck and you saw me put them back randomly, there's those cards again. This shorting is going to come and bite him on the backside big time. So yes, I am getting entertainment only, allegedly. It was Barron, mercenary, took a mercenary actions there. That was the signifier in that first spread. Is it? What's gonna, and this abuse of power. Did he do this to try and appease Daddy? How's the relationship? The walking away, I get the feeling that Melania is going to distance herself from Barron in regards to this. I'm feeling very The feeling I'm getting is like a little kid who goes, Mum, Mum, Dad, look what I got. And it's a worm or something, or a cockroach, really proud of what they got and showed it. And the parents are horrified at what they've revealed and sort of recoil and horror. That's the feeling I'm getting from Barron, is that he thought they would be pleased. It feels like he's made a decision by himself to do this, and to please his parents, but not good. Okay, so show me the relationship. Yeah, thought he had it all lined up, but you've got be careful what you wish for, because there's going to be some very swift legal action here. Acting rashly that is going to bring some legal action. Okay, maybe on the international scene, it was a foolish move. Oh, I poker shuffled those in, and there they are again still. Packed up and sent overseas, perhaps. Barron might be leaving the US, feeling betrayed, heartbroken, despair at the fallout of this. Show me the relationship between Barron and the Orange Twerp because of this move. Show me the relationship. Daddy is very disappointed. Show me the relationship. Right, there is a money trail. Didn't cover his tracks well enough. Worked hard to do this, but there is a money trail. Challenged by the smug merchant. Look, Dad, look at the cockroach I caught, or the worm, or whatever it is. Look what I got. So that's the challenge. Look what I got. Overindulgence. It was a blatant abuse of power, abuse of knowledge, and you've got the figures walking away here. Again, thinking, oh, I won. But you've got the figures walking away. How does Daddy feel? Okay, you've got in the past, news came out, but trying to detoxify what happened. This might be Melania trying to detoxify what happened, but the cat's out of the bag. And Barron's going to find himself, if I say banished, can I say banished? He might be sent overseas. The immediate future, the false knight trying to make amends here, emotional amends externally, again, trying to keep a lid on what happened. This again might be Melania stepping in, trying to keep a lid on what happened. Externally, some big announcement's going to be made, and the hopes and fears, finding himself fully exposed. The outcome, trying to formulate a plan again overseas. I think he might be sent overseas, trying to work out legally what to do about this. But it is the end of the happy family. Right, you've got the Strength card again, trying to placate the Orange Lion with what he presented, but what he presented was a stinky fish, and might have to make a rapid retreat out of Dodge because his gift was rejected. What he did was rejected. It's just turned into chaotic nightmare of messaging here as karma comes and bites him on the backside. Oh boy. Big mistake. Okay. Oh, sorry, frog in my throat. Oh, and look what, yeah, heartbreak, loss, despair, anguish. And then the hanged man. This is a frog that got stuck in his throat. Now, I am very pro frog at the moment. Viva la frog in Portland. But let's have a look. How is this financially, how is this going to work out for Barron? If the trail leads back to Barron, allegedly, entertainment only, I'm only reading what the cards tell me. How's this going to work out? Right. The plan came to fruition, waiting for the ship to come in, but the ship is not coming in. So the money, there's, Ace of Swords, big legal action. The money might be, that's why the hanged man, it might be frozen. Right, challenged by greed, addiction, overreach, the devil wanting his due. We've got the mercenary actions again, financial mercenary actions. This is the energy that he's stewing in, but stalled in the past. The infighting. You did what? Crowning the reading, trying to again placate, but these two knights, they're not moving forward. Immediate future, the secrets coming out about financial manipulation, and he's going to find himself out in the cold while damage control is done. Someone who has a life of luxury and is never needed, but finds themselves in a gilded cage as it just collapses around them with the tower. And there's a lot of negative headlines come out very quickly. Might be some legal action. And then we got the Ten of Swords. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then Ace of Swords on the bottom. I don't think these are the only two pentacle cards that came out. Oh, three pentacle cards. Stalled, mercenary actions. This can be the money laundering card, but juggling, manipulating the markets, but externally, but also, there's a pentacle card there. Sorry, I'll put my brain in. But out in the cold, I don't think he's going to be able to get his hands on it. I think it's going to be frozen. Let's have a quick look. Just one card, guys. I'll just poker shuffle those back in and then poker shuffle that lot. Oh, there's that card again. Dispatched. Just one card. Is Barron going to be able to get his hands on the money? Is Barron going to get his hands on the money? Keeping an eye on the time. Is Barron going to get his hands on the money? This is my decrepit old trump card. Unable. I don't think he's going to. There's no sort of yes, I've got it type thing. It's just going to be there's whatever comes out is just too much chaotic messaging, unable to get this to safety, and karma and coming and biting him on the bum. And there's the money trail and there's the legal action. I don't think he's going to be, and it turns into a nightmare for him. I don't think he's going to be able to get his hands on it. A lot of headlines coming out that brings the tower down, and it's a diminished amount. He might get some but it will be a significantly diminished amount. No, I don't think he's going to, I think it's going to be seized or frozen or while it's investigated. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Love to you all. Take care.